My name is Jordan Banks, and this is my persuasive speech. Only those who attend or have attended Wake Forest University know what it means to bleed black and gold and truly take pride in being a Demon Deacon. Lucky for us, we are included in this distinguished group, and I think I speak for everyone when I say that we want to see Wake continue to grow as a university, a family, and as our home away from home. This is not only reflected in our opinion, but in the 2016 U.S. News and World Report, Wake ranked 27th out of the top 100 schools, and in order to maintain this rank, I believe that there are a few changes that we'll need to make. The current living and dining situations at Wake are not suitable for Division I athletes and can negatively affect our performance, so Wake Forest administration should build an athletic dorm with its own parking and a dining hall to accommodate our needs. So we need an athletic dining hall here at Wake. Currently, we are the only ACC school without one. In Kevin Clark's 2011 Wall Street Journal article, he cited Monica Van Winkle, who at the time was the Huskies football team nutritionist. She was studying Florida football's big eaters, and she cited one typical big meal for a Florida football player would be steak, chicken teriyaki, 3 to 5 crab cakes, sesame chicken, a carbohydrate like pasta with marinara sauce, and sushi. Unfortunately, we do not have all these options here at the pit. We also need an athletic dorm with parking. As you know, athletes are on very busy schedules, and our rest is key, but currently we are not getting that rest. We are not getting this proper rest because of the lack of time, uncomfortable beds that we sleep on, and noise that can take place in the hallways. According to Lou Pavlovich Jr.'s 2014 article in the Collegiate Baseball newspaper, this leads to sleep deprivation. He was quoted saying the loss of sleep can impact a player's teamwork, sense of humor, and motor skills. Currently, parking is far and inconvenient. Teams, just to name a few, like track, men's basketball, football, and golf, have facilities and workouts that take place off campus during the week, and in order to get to these places, we need our cars to be conveniently here to get us there. Wake Forest administration should build athletic dorms with attached parking and a separate athletic dining hall. We would build this athletic dining hall as you see here, near the Miller Center. I'll put X so you can see it. And I believe this would be a great use of space as we are currently doing a lot of renovation over there. Everybody's seen all the construction. And the purpose of this dining hall would be so that coaches can monitor what we eat. This would also help reduce the number of people that stand in lines every day at the pit. And here, this is Oklahoma State's current athletic dining hall. It's called the Training Table, and I believe this is a good model for us here at Wake to follow. NCAA rules would allow athletes one of these meals a day, and this is not about separation at all, as regular students are allowed in this dining hall and would have to pay about $10 on average for a meal. And Michael Felder's 2013 article in the Bleacher Report, he cited this as being the new arms race in college football. As smaller schools try to play catch up with facilities, strength and conditioning, film tech, and the like, bigger schools are pushing further out in front with nutrition. We would also need to build this athletic dorm with parking underground in the same area by the football practice fields where they are doing construction. Everybody here knows that the housing selection process here at Wake can be pretty rough, and so I believe by getting the athletes out of the way early, this would benefit all other regular students on campus as well. In a 2015 article by Forbes magazine, the 2014 through 2015 statistics cited for Wake Forest University showed 4,823 undergrads enrolled, and 11 to 12% of those being student athletes. We would require one building similar to the size of Dogwood, which holds about 245 students currently, but we would need to add a 5th floor to accommodate all of the number of student athletes we have here. This would also save space by parking underground under the building. As you know, Wake has a serious parking issue, so by parking athletes' cars underground, this would free up so many more spaces for everyone else on campus. And also, by living in this dorm, we would be able to live with those that are on the same schedule and living like the same lifestyles as ourselves. And for example, having quiet hours in a suite where football players, for example, have to be up by like 5 and 6 a.m. the next day. I also think that in this dorm we should have bigger beds, which would help get rid of our issue of sleep deprivation. Currently, most of us are staying on twin extra large beds, which are 39 by 80 inches, which comes roughly about 6 feet 7 inches, but even like it doesn't feel like that. But here on campus we have many athletes, not just basketball players, that are 6'10" and taller. I was able to speak with Dino Schmidoglu, who you see here. They provided him with a longer bed in length, but that made the width even smaller of the bed, so he said it's just as uncomfortable as staying on the twin XL small beds. I actually was down in Alabama, at the University of Alabama, visiting some friends, and I was able to stay in Bryant Hall for the weekend. And according to University of Alabama's 2009 information they posted on their website, Bryant Hall is a dorm for athletes and engineers, and they have full-size extra-large beds, which are 54 by 80 inches. And I suggest that we get these beds because they are a lot more comfortable. Consuming the proper foods and getting the necessary rest are two major elements that are absolutely essential to being an elite athlete. Without these things here at Wake Forest, we are not doing everything we can to develop ourselves into being the best. So you may be thinking this is going to be expensive, but it is definitely an investment in the future of Wake Forest. The way the ACC works is sort of like a trickle-down process. So when we get big wins, or there are big wins in the ACC, money trickles down from the top to the bottom, and all schools will benefit financially. And this will also help enhance the experience for you, the fans, as you want to go to big games and see us beat big competition. The solution to this would be to campaign alumni and big donors for this money, and in fact last year we had $1 million donated by one single donor to the football program, and that has resulted in all the construction that you're currently seeing, as well as the recent opening of the McCurry Indoor Fieldhouse. And so in closing, I ask that you support me in urging administration to make a change. I firmly believe that if a university has students, athletes, and non-athletes who commit so much of their time and their lives to being the best they can be, that university has a responsibility to ensure that their students' needs are met. Thank you.